Hey guys, it's your boy Chris and welcome back to the channel Chris TV. And you know how we do it. Yes, the boys are seated again. Yeah, today we are here to give you guys the recap of the Champions League round of 16, the second leg. Yeah, so you know how we do it already. Please just be seated and then enjoy our convo. Yeah, so guys, let's start with the Tuesday matches. You know, today let's just brush through them. Yeah. Let's start with the Tuesday matches. So now, Sporting versus Bodo Glimt. Yeah, Bodo Glimt, you know, beginning of this Champions League campaign, like they really did well. Yeah, Bodo Glimt was one of the teams that, one of the clubs that surprises me a lot. But you know, it happens that their journey ended at Portugal. Yeah, sure. So, what's your take on this? Were you surprised about this outcome of the game? Yeah, were you surprised?
I was surprised, but for how Sporting played on that day, it was massive. Sporting came on full force.
Okay.
Because for the first 15 minutes, Sporting pinned Bodo Glimt to their pool, and they were hitting bars and that stuff. So I knew, even though Bodo Glimt will qualify, it will not be easy. But Sporting was able to do a very good job and was able to take his chances and was able to score 5 against Bodo Glimt. And what shocked me the most was Bodo Glimt never even had a chance to even score one goal. Because how Bodo Glimt have started from the beginning, they started scoring these big teams. But that didn't the Sporting and make use of the chances in now make it say, oh, Bodo Glimt in the game. So that was a massive performance from Sporting. And Bodo Glimt so 5-star man, because nobody knew Bodo Glimt would do, because even the likes of Inter Milan play, we need to. So I say now, we do run a Man City in there, we do big teams, this is Chelsea in there, we do run one drop here. Then to me, I say Bodo Glimt and so I say yes, because you see, I know Chelsea never at the same level. Because in the movie, yes, in the movie the same stage. So I say, and I can go level, no go defense in crowd from Chelsea. Like.
Tony,
please,
how are your opinion on this Bodo Glimt versus Sporting CB?
Charlie,
were you surprised about the goal, man?
I was really surprised.
Okay.
Charlie, Bodo Glimt, I think the second leg they deviated from the game because the first leg they came in all out. They came to Estadio Bavariado to defend. Charlie, hell no. At least Charlie, open up the game. Let's see you boot for boot against Inter Milan, against Manchester City, against Sporting CB, and this their striker Luis Suarez is really on form. It's really for the past 7 games, with the exception of the away game against Bodo Glimt, he scored every single game. So he's really on form. I was surprised with the score line. I thought Bodo Glimt at least will get a goal. I realized the case 3-0 at full time and extra time. Sporting CP killed the game. That was marvelous performance for Sporting. And perhaps you were saying, I beg, relax. Now,
all right, so that is it for the Sporting CP and then Bodo Glimt game. So guys, let's move to Arsenal versus Bayer Leverkusen's game. Yeah, were you surprised about Arsenal's Bayer Leverkusen game?
I knew Arsenal was going to just qualify because going to Germany to hit a 1-1 draw last minute. I know if it comes to England, it will be very difficult.
Were you surprised about Leverkusen's performance? Because per the form that Arsenal is having right now, and then looking at comparing to Bayer Leverkusen's one as well, and then they were able to play 1-1. Even that it was a lucky goal that it was. I would say it was some lucky penalty that they scored, and then they came to England and Charlie. The 2 goals even came at last minute game. Like Bodo Glimt, Leverkusen really held Arsenal down. So I mean, were you surprised about their performance? I'm talking about Bayer Leverkusen.
Leverkusen, I was really surprised because looking at the performances, Arsenal gave the ball to Leverkusen for them to play, and they won the game. Arsenal, we know of this season, relies on set pieces. So Leverkusen really control the tempo of the game. Just checking the possession, they beat Leverkusen 58 against 40, or 52-48. So I was really surprised about Leverkusen with Arsenal's current form and leaving Leverkusen for them to outsmart them. Though it was Emirates, surely they are going to win. But I was really surprised. Per your question, I was really surprised.
That's what I want.
Why I'm not surprised was because of they playing Bayern Munich within the week, playing at 2-2, 1-1. Yes, so that one pushed them that whenever Bayern Munich crowd 1-1 crowd, they call Arsenal. No, yes, meet me push it first. No, but if you say Bayern Munich, they don't mean by chance 1-1 door. But I don't know by Emirates said there because big teams are going to come. We got bowling now, but I don't know the results in the Because boy and our boy extra time still make us results.
Mourinho will tell you that you can play the ball, you can even carry the ball to the house, but the only thing that he wants is the results. Yes. So that is it. Yeah, Bayer Leverkusen did the whole job. Yeah, they controlled the tempo of the game and everything. But at the end of the day, Arsenal was the one that took the night. So now let's move to the one of the disgraceful night, Chelsea versus PSG. Yeah, we know things are not going on well for Chelsea. Yeah, we all know that. Things are not going on well. But actually, this was one of the disgraceful campaign ever. I mean, they are run in Champions League ever. Yes, they are the world champions. They won everything. But come on, world champions always have to stand as a world champion. If you are world champion, you really need to show yourself up. But here lies the case, Charlie. Things couldn't go on right. But I'll blame the first leg. Yeah, because the first leg, everything collapsed at the first leg, and then the second leg needed the iron. So guys, what do you have to say about this Chelsea versus let's just brush it off first. Chelsea versus PSG. Yeah, Chelsea fans.
Chelsea PSG.
For tap Chelsea.
Because me Chelsea versus PSG. The name he can say so that Chelsea supporters in Casa.
Put let the mic. Let the mic get.
We was in Tondo. So I said, because we know tactics what we call game. Even though we are sure, first league are sure. So I said, second league go back, so be come back within first 10 to 15 minutes. Also to win first goal. But once when you start first first 10 to 15 minutes, also won't say I didn't first because when you start first goal now, oh supporters there, they push you up. Say okay, fine. Then you go to you forcing the team. Or all the case Chelsea with no plan. That's what pilot players will go bonnet, no cover any the evening coffee. And I don't need PSG and what's up because PSG could adapt a single. And one thing now Manchester says, I don't want to be 5 minutes. So listen to the Maganacho, listen to the others 5 minutes. Because I shall you, don't know about it.
No, the
first league, no,
came in the 60th
minute. It is Saturday or the list Maganacho.
That was when Trevor Chalobah got hurt. Yeah. But then Chelsea has already considered But then Chelsea has already made their substitutions.
It was so, 3.
No, it wasn't. It was before Garnacho. No, not Garnacho. Listen, before the note that Garnacho. Before the note, you were talking about it. You were talking about it. Yes. Because Chelsea made all the 5 substitutions, and then this guy got hurt. Trevor Chalobah, which he cannot begin anyone again. So he was just trying to block the line. So he was telling this guy the note. I didn't see it, but per what he gave the note to Tosin Aderabioyo. Yes. So after Tosin received this, he was telling Josh. He was telling Josh Achampon that they should pay. Yes. The coach said they should pay. That means he was trying to tell them they should arrange themselves in the defensive line wall. So that is it. He was just trying to not to concede any more goals again. It was 3. It was 3.
Actually 3 into if you know about it. It's just forget to say yes our changes because I need to achieve. And I just want Kasa Dodo. Most someone say Wenzo only Dembele issue be no point take rest. Say my club World Cup. We pass the Champions League. Club World Cup, why Club World Cup no fine. But it's about no Club World Cup no. So as a Premier League a Champions League. Today is the tune we are playing at the moment. Undo me want say my club World Cup team should sing. That
when it comes to football, also I mean you need to get some. So what's up? Everyone has won everything, you know. I think it's only Champions League that he hasn't won yet.
Into
Waji World Cup, Waji Club World Cup, Waji
Premier League.
For now, Premier League. I'm talking about the European trophies. European trophy na here. And the EPL to original part of the Champions League.
Waji World Cup. It's only like I don't know the same
Club World Cup. Only Club World Cup. So only Club World Cup.
So only Champions League.
Only Club World Cup.
Also only Champions League. And I like Oba. So I say, but Chelsea is like we are more like Chelsea supporters na kasa more pekasa too much. Also we say PSG the matter then had to replace. Only make PSG size scrap. It say can't go asema. Chelsea for me.
Are you being real? Are you being real or is like some
match na ball? Sisi another what to place. And I like Oba. Match na ball nye for previous start match na and then last week I watched that also but sisi an can per game sisi na only sisi an watch there. Both front and back.
Yeah,
no. So I say sisi an there PSG Masters Saturday. Chelsea for me na Masters Saturday. Mr. Mo. More customer who akasa because I ask class with
Charlie, the Blues. Charlie, the Blues. Well done, well done. You know, we say, surprising. It be normal. This is the caliber of the Blues. We need the Blues level. They make another. And they don't be say like it surprised me or like I don't see anything as surprising. You see, you guys were having the feeling that we are on the same level as Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Dems. But no, hell no, Charlie. This be your level. If I go play Conference League.
But wait, those teams that you are mentioning, when they face Chelsea, they don't have any better record against Chelsea. I mean,
Bayern don't have any record against Chelsea.
I say those. I mean, let's say excluding Bayern Munich.
Good,
right?
good.
Those Spain teams that you've mentioned.
Good.
They don't have any better.
Well, I think you have a point.
Yeah, they don't have
the fact they don't have.
So let me tell you, don't judge Chelsea by this current performance. I mean,
this kind of performance.
Listen, yeah, I know that's what we're talking about, but you know, you cannot just look upon on the biggest club in the world like this, telling them that this is where they belong or whatever, based on just one tournament. One match, then you.
It was based on this same one match. One tournament, and you were crowned a world champion, and and they were failing both of themselves.
And then yes, they won it.
Good. So if I'm saying based on this same tournament, they are not of the level of Real Madrid, you have to understand.
Let's go.
If you know, be Chelsea fan, make our banter.
Like you guys are bad.
Listen,
too much.
What you were saying, you were like, I can't base on one match to just bash Chelsea. But I can also base on one match to crown them as a world champion.
Let's go.
So
a new tournament.
I was not surprised. And frankly speaking, I see PSG say, Omasa, you should have scored them more than 3 goals. Or like they should have scored them more like a 5 or 6 wouldn't be bad. For them to have the feeling say, well, Chelsea know how to play this one-off game. See, they do know how to play. But a 2-legged game, Chelsea near that way. I think after we posted our previous video, well, I was getting some DM in my messages that Charlie had a minimum man back in 2012 against Napoli. Chelsea did remonta. And I was like, oh, chill, Charlie, it be good. You remind me, I don't know inside. Do one for now, make I see. Every match, Charlie, I call them crowd will be on foul. I don't know. I don't need me a costume. We need me a costume. Charlie, Chelsea didn't know any there. I don't know. But frankly speaking, I think this is the level of Chelsea because let's be fair to ourselves. Last season, they took the Conference League. Brought them to the limelight in the Champions League this season, not per their performance in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Because of the Conference League that promoted them to, I think, the Champions League this season. Yeah. So their form was not that good. Are you getting it?
That's it.
Guy, now they know did the top 4 inside. They know did the top 4 inside.
It was 6 or 5.
If
it is FIFA, I mean, no, last season Chelsea was so EPL was having 5 slots in a
5 slots.
5 slots in the Champions League. Yes, it was.
Conference League qualifying about Champions League.
So okay, at the camel. So Newcastle was on which position?
Newcastle is a 4th. Because season
Tottenham took Europa League.
It was Europa that Tottenham used to qualify to the UCL. Yeah.
It was Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Madrid. Sorry. Arsenal, Tottenham, City, and Newcastle.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah, it was the 5.
So I say.
Okay, so Chelsea was at the 4th position.
Yes.
Good. But let's be fair to ourselves. Per their performance last season, I think they were having a glimpse of results, a glimpse of not that performing that good. And after the Club World Cup, they felt themselves that Charlie, we are there. Facing reality, we all knew that Chelsea were not there. PSG didn't get their game at the final stage. Let's be fair to ourselves.
Chelsea are smarter there.
And even in the Club World Cup, where Chelsea passed, I think they had a very slight advantage to the Club World Cup final. So this match against PSG wanted to revenge against Chelsea, and interesting, they really revenged very hard. But I'm not happy with that. Charlie 18 is at least 11 B, like 12 B, and no nearby. And I also bashed Liam Rosinia. Charlie, that was very, very bad. That was very, very poor. Had it been Enzo Maresca, like Chelsea would have done better.
Yeah.
Chelsea would have done more better. And I think yeah, ball now, the likes of Desiree Dream be Bakula, now also the Alhamdulillah be Kupama. No, a big downgrade cry. The lap no make them go take and play Carabao then FA Cup. Charlie, you see on any match. So I think Chelsea. I know say is that what come at DM inside. I beg Chelsea. If you level this, your level this next season, try and come up. First thing we meet the likes of Bodo Glimt, them Sporting, but Charlie, Madrid, Bayern, Paris Saint-Germain. Where did they Chelsea?
Okay, all right. Chelsea that's it for you guys. So now let's move to Manchester City and versus Real Madrid. Were you surprised about this game?
I was surprised. What I was surprised was I knew Manchester City was coming to the game with a mentality to just win, even not winning to qualify. We win on the home because we home so long they put here for match. But what let them down? We lost a red card. No, it was early in the match. The red card a buy, and even though red card buy, no one's in our City. I say be there. Our match, our born. Why they na farm and big up to Vinicius Junior. Bonnie A game Saturday and Kasa the A game. My pen was so much no boy because all the balls was going to maybe was or that type of a big player or a big player moment player. So I say like BB to the idea because Mbappe no. It is a Madrid film is here now because Mbappe no until Madrid idea a film because the coach need to with him but or the team to the ball say maybe I'll die for the team, I'll do everything to push the team to qualify to the next stage. And I'm never had a pen as an Saturday no. This was Vinicius. Osifon, a ball and my baby Madrid every match. So I love the way Vinicius a boss. I game Saturday.
Okay, so Sonny.
Charlie, I was really surprised. Let's be fair to ourselves. Manchester City's performance was very, very, very poor. Well, you went to Santiago Bernabeu. You hardly got a goal. At Etihad, prove us something. Even in this game, I thought Madrid will come into this game to defend. Frankly speaking, just to defend and Charlie contain
because
themselves.
they were uncomfortable with so.
Are you getting me? Yeah, like the case. Was about the first goal? What the Bernardo Silva's red card? I think, or the next it was unnecessary. At least 11-11 on a one goal down is far more better than 10-11 on one goal down. And look at the here. I think I was surprised with Manchester City's performance. Charlie Guardiola, I think time is up for him to leave. Charlie, time is really up. And Madrid, kudos to Madrid. Charlie, Vinicius, I talked to you the last time. Say if you get the knockout stages like this way, he prove himself. Group stages near whom Vinicius did you. But round of 16 he has proven. Home and away, why BB? What did I say? So I think Charlie kudos to Real Madrid and Manchester City. Charlie.
Okay. So that is it. Now let's move to Barcelona versus Newcastle United. In this match, the first leg took on at the Barca came to England, and then St. James Park, and then they play 1-1. It was 1-1 draw, and then the second leg they went to Camp Nou. I don't know if Barca thought they were on a drag there. I don't know.
I wouldn't drive.
Like for real, like this. You all know the goal margin. Yeah, you all know already. So Amber, what do you have to say about this?
That match, I saw that match. I saw it very easy for Barcelona to just qualify. When it's simple, because Barcelona they will qualify. Because somebody we try match, Barcelona win over 3.5. Come say they Barcelona they make go baby. Because now England for kasa too much, and now only Chelsea about draw. Or Chelsea into a back spinner. Also who says our ball game a different ball game altogether. Say this car EPL is the best league in the world. It's hard to engine to ABC and engine to so that because likes of players now mukuta wa EPL no. They play a worst spin no. Players now spin no matter what do say EPL players be by far man. That's
your opinion.
By far because who do you guys the intensity ever ball Champions League. And now one do on your box na you one more. Also book kick first half. Second half the ball to from say young ball knowledge no. Almost on watching. We player Jolinton. What has more kind? Or say or the ball is or behind the bonnet one like who be that or boy if you will share big players along about but sadly you know ball and the boy on to me can say like we share our ball in customer side elbow and I am over we are told with that and make it statement we say so we are buying an elbow 1-1 or England me one is all company I could win game or even though why you be that but so I say but Oko Campun 90 minutes no and yet common 90 minutes just like eternity Baba kusita mawede obebe. And they don't to level say EP or no so. Even though we come back to the likes of Ronaldo, Messi, my big place, not what to but still, a banner football, Chris say, I'm Bobo and I found by getting Bobo Pandi. EP or no moon do because we do tournament, EP or things back. Now, a bomb Chelsea, City, Tottenham carry this in Chelsea for by day because Tottenham to win one league. What I say?
Are we talking about?
Maybe like we was a Chelsea, we England team thing. That's what I say. We England team thing there because England is in the winning back home. Or this paint is winning back way at Tottenham. So I say because everybody knows that Tottenham national Champions League. They are want to get want to make football make key. Good you say there. Etika. Ball 3-2. Qualify, but. Newcastle almost space out of almost
let me have your opinion on
Newcastle then Barcelona at Camp Nou. I think Newcastle came into this game to play only the first half. Okay. Charlie, the first half they were really proving something like like they were going on one marking with Barcelona, and they were really doing well until the second half. Charlie, they were exhausted. Park and soon when you Stamford Bridge, when you Anfield. When you're Etihad, when you're how do you call it, Old Trafford, running within 2 minutes and we're to penalty yard box. Pack no soon. So if you do running, Chaluba Brenton. I think they came into the first half. First half they did marvelous work. Anthony Elanga, this brace. I think this season in the Champions League he has scored 3 goals. 2 against Barcelona. That's very marvelous. But they came in this game only the first half. Second half, no day, shum, Omaya. And the likes of Pedri, Marc Bernal, Femi Lopez, them, Charlie. Kudos to this guy. These guys are very young. Bobo say you, Charlie. But the results there, it's very humiliating. I was not expecting that much. At least if Barca should qualify, if Barca should win, not this huge margin, 7-2. Oh, Charlie, it's very bad. But not that bad on the side of Barcelona. There's Barcelona for you. There's Hansi Flick's Barcelona for you. I think we are having the glimpse of the Johan Cruyff's dreams of Barcelona, no, and then I think boys neighbor. Kudos Barcelona, Charlie. Well done.
All right, so kudos to Barcelona. Yeah, they really did well. I think ever since they moved to Camp Nou, they've never lost any match before.
They've not played draw self.
They are scoring more than 2 goals.
All right, okay. So now let's move to this. Let's just brush through Bayern Munich versus Atlanta. Yeah, we all know what
not Bayern qualify first league.
Yeah, so Bayern still Atlanta
Bayern team the whole Europe team.
Let's
my on format be as simple say be a show until we say relax that be on say or show 15 because we can lockdown. I'm Barcelona, say A2 no. Me can Barcelona fan, full support. But some match get born home and I my fear go be 30 no. Seriously. Oh, say and the factor also there okay because firstly can show A2. Na secondly go be there. Because secondly go be who ko there like unko boy review. Obviously go to buy a team here or no onya 50 chances kwa kwa. On fa bi nye kokwa say you na we can say penalty to back. On fa nye kokwa say o jam ayere akono obo a no say ntumi no be no nya level. Yes, and I me the paper asem.
Okay.
So I say
all right, Tony.
Charlie, Munich and against Atlanta. At Bergamo, Bayern killed the game 6-1. Okay. But let's not forget, in the second leg, Bayern had Joshua Kimmich, Michael Olise. They were all off. Charlie,
keeper. I think your goalkeeper.
And Jonas Zubek, I think he was able to take on this game. But he was not that well. But Charlie, we cannot rely on Prescott in this champion. Atlanta, are very good. Let's not undermine Atlanta per their results. They are very good. They are playing. They drew against Inter Milan last weekend, and so like they are really having a very good team. So kudos to Bayern Munich. Let's not just brand the names that Charlie Bayern team. Atlanta is very good. Let's be fair, frank to ourselves.
Okay.
But here lies the case. Kudos to Vincent Kompany, giving the Plevich and I think assisting out guy. He gave them the opportunity. And Bayern was not having the likes of Upamecano, Michael Olise, Joshua Kimmich. These players were even Jamal Musiala and still top notch 4-1. It tells you that Charlie, this season Bayern is really coming in very hard. matches.
Bayern really coming very hard. So now let's move to one of the surprising game of the night: Liverpool versus Galatasaray.
You say the last time they talk me see it be the embarrassing results for taking sides and score Liverpool one. Now you say coming, you say a human being. Look at you.
Like for real. You don't say like no. Atlanta, no. Sorry. Galatasaray was like, Galatasaray was off during that day. They were off. I watched the match myself.
Almost 80 minutes.
No, that one is not our issue.
Our issue, yes.
The player said, take him off.
Also was Liverpool on the night of Champions League. On the home. Ocean wa away crap. I had them home. So we lose crap. Obe film crap na. Obe shegu. So I say, even though first league Okolusu or Turkey 1-0, fine. But Turkey, I take 1-0 crap on almost switch. I almost say chances to be. So I say, and I'm lose so much. But coming to England. Because even the likes of Barcelona share Liverpool, actually 3 was Spain. Over share 4 the 10 league. Today match no guy I don't know say.
But the same Atletico Madrid drew with Liverpool at Wanda Metropolitan. Akwa for question Liverpool.
Yes, also your one-off games all of a sudden like when we say I don't want to say we are wow. But per what Chris was saying last week, our previous week, I better go watch. He told me say Liverpool in one will be very embarrassing to the extent say who be that. 5-2 no.
I didn't see that I haven't seen some before.
Tottenham was 5-2 was okay. As compared to Liverpool.
I didn't see that I haven't seen some before.
You were like it's embarrassing.
No. But comparing Liverpool to this guy Galatasaray, Liverpool was rated higher above Galatasaray for that night, and then the performance that they show up. There's the performance that was it was a performance that was the embarrassment side. It's not about the outcome of the game.
Well, so much no.
So the return leg is what made everything understandable. You understand? Yeah. So that is it. So like I want
and I also say clarify why are they because admit to the place. So I say even though first league Liverpool lose 1-0. But me can say it was an embarrassing match for Liverpool because Liverpool ball the way to my head but like I say Galatasaray the home no we intimidated. So I say the same thing Oba for so I was supporters there then he now so full because all of Liverpool most of the time I share on it Barcelona so much. Omunya first goal, early goal in term no who say yes, bit my Maticano. The supporters there they be generally. It is how much like Galatasaray the share Liverpool or Anforda. We say Liverpool qualify. But so call away the question say first goal or Galatasaray could win honum. O so ba Anforda do or die e honum. And Galatasaray him to me am bobo Saturday no. No say Galatasaray player to pass center half line capable to do right at box because no boss in I say yes set back and hit on counter. Liverpool are there so Obo 4-2-2. So I say Obo 4-2 for the 2 midfielders and some about strikers. See, Obo match is such a way say my Galatasaray in that game because our approach game in a different way from first league, and it was a good match for Liverpool for that day.
Tony,
Charlie, Liverpool. I think the last time say Ancelotti was doing a very huge mistake in crucial matches like this at big stages. We don't sub off big players. Yes. Is it the second leg? Though Salah scored the penalty at the first half.
But it made a great impact in the game. Yeah.
So I think at least Ancelotti is really learning something now. Big stages are for big players. Forget all banters and everything aside. Big stages are for big players. And kudos to Dominic Szoboszlai, Hugo Ekitike. They are really performing this season, Charlie. They are really doing well. So I think Liverpool surprised me, to be frank, because last weekend their results against Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham will be ashing you. Sorry for me to say. I say you did good inside. Yes, I'm sure they did the hood inside.
Yeah,
everybody the banter now or someone win. True,
and then the great.
So, per their results, in the weekend against Tottenham Hotspur and against Galatasaray 4-0. I'm really impressed. Sorry, to be frank, I'm really impressed. I can't tweet him. I'm really impressed that their next stage, it will be a very tough game for us. But as you say, there is time for it.
All right, so now let's move to the last for the night. Tottenham versus Atletico Madrid. Yeah, you know, the first leg, yeah, Atletico Madrid scored, killed the game during the first leg, and then but the second leg too. Come on, Tottenham did well. Right? They were able to grab a win, but
3-2.
Atletico Madrid qualified.
So Tottenham about last match week. This on board that same match. Born on board our week, you know, on board Premier League, on the field.
They will skip. They will try and skip.
No say no more be like even though me lose match no, but me home meet my I can prove something say meet my I can fight for what I'm losing. So I say, but me bump I can say hold this momentum no against Atletico Madrid. Even though Atletico Madrid are shown first league there, it's as well they in the gas so.
But you know, when it comes to looking at this Tottenham runs in this ECL campaign, like they really did well.
Yeah, sure.
They are not doing well in the league log, but
they were fourth on the.
They were not doing well in the league log, but during the Champions League campaign,
what I'm saying,
they really show up.
What I'm saying that performance of boy because first league we share ball no boy na it wasn't good at all because now Tikunya map ball na name. Onyama born and name. And we say coach no. So too many players in jail. It is not no players in jail within this week now. It's not going to happen because Matisse say honest no. See they are giving the full supporter. But when I told you I won't permit this here. Because they'll be out against we will sucker up over them. But playing 3-2 against Atletico Madrid that day, so it's okay fine. Say man so back up no. Let it over can there we can move on next season. But the bomb by the Tottenham call relegation and open up. To me force as a conference league go back up on a be now find there on find stable no kaka
umpire boy there those fans many new I can conquer relegation. I tell you to be fair and frank to ourselves, I think Igor Tudor Xavi Simons make a huge difference for him in this second leg against Atletico Madrid. So it tells you say if this guy should get the players off injuries list, he's going to do something better because Xavi Simons had 2 goals. He scored 2 goals and Kolomwani scored the first one. And I'm not surprised. Article they say watch 5-2 bintino. And if Article should do this against Barcelona, they won't give Barcelona a very tough time. But then if you say today I'll leave that one for another day. But for now, Article's no. Tottenham Paris Saint-Germain go declare Chelsea no. Me when I say he go do himself yawa be but Charlie that's football for you. Kudos Igor Tudor. I think Igor Tudor, since he was informed that when his match against Liverpool is his final match, a lose he will be sacked. And here like the case he drew. And after that Liverpool's match, Charlie Charlie and I called that drew so that almost a day. But kudos to Tottenham. At least home and away. At least
so guys, that is it. Guys, that is it for today's discussion. Yeah. Please, if you are new on the channel, please subscribe and then turn on the notification. Anytime that you drop an update, you will be the first person to know.